Throughout the centuries in history, there were many different torture methods and punishment methods used to inflict a significant degree of suffering onto people. In cities, many people were subjected during the medieval period to branding in front of crowds for different crimes, but there were also others who were locked inside of the stocks or the pillory for their crimes. In England, it was in law for every village, town and settlement to have a set of stocks in order to punish people if they committed crimes. If someone was very disliked, then they could be subjected to a dangerous ordeal with this, as stones and other heavy objects would rain down on someone whilst they were locked in the position. Inside of different European countries, there was a variation of the pillory, which was rather shocking and brutal, but it was also rather painful for someone to be locked inside of it. Welcome to the Fortress. Today we look at the Shrew's Fiddle. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. The Shrew's Fiddle was a punishment device or a torture device which locked someone in one position. The wrists were locked in position in front of the person, and their head was also locked in place by a bigger hole. It was used to punish those people who had been caught fighting or arguing in public. This device, the Shrew's Fiddle, was used inside of Austria and Germany, and it was known as a Halsgeige, or the neck viola or neck violin. It was made from two pieces of wood, which were fitted with a hinge and a lock at the front. Usually the fiddle had three holes, one, the larger one as mentioned, for the head, and two others were for the wrists to be locked inside of, in front of the face. Now, if someone was locked inside of the fiddle for a significant amount of time, there could be a number of issues. The device forcing the arms up and locked into place would cause them to ache a lot, and it could be a long time before this was released. The arms would ache significantly, and it would be very uncomfortable, and also sleeping would be an issue. But also sometimes a bell was attached to the device, which would then signal to people inside of local towns and settlements that someone who was being punished was coming, and people would gather and then humiliate and mock them to make their ordeal much worse. But in some cases there have been double fiddles, which have survived, and these devices specifically were aimed to punish two people who were arguing or having a disagreement. This device locked them into two places and forced them to talk and solve their differences. Then they would be released once this had happened. It was a similar device to the pillory, and was a form of public humiliation, but the Shrew's Fiddle would cause a lot of pain and suffering for the person locked inside of it. The suffering was made much worse with the ordeal that people in the local area would subject them to, and with this the Shrew's Fiddle was something you certainly did not want to be locked inside of. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.